Well folks, this is the last video in the 2017-2018 Snowbird Travel Adventures. If you haven't seen it before, I've made a playlist of all the stops we made in our 6 months travel, and you can go through and watch all the videos if you haven't seen them before. So in this one, it's our final hop back to Vancouver Island, and in it you're going to see a visit to this Hurricane Ridge Visitor Center. Let me just get a little closer there so you can have a look at that. Turn it around here. Now we'll be looking south. Zoom in here. So we've been in Port Angeles. Port Angeles is where we take the ferry. And it was a really nice day. I think it was May 2nd. And we had good enough weather to get up on top of this mountain here. Zoom in here. You can see it's quite a windy road going up. And right at the top here there's a parking lot. And so in the video I'll show you the views from the parking lot. There was a lot more snow than there is in this photo. You'll see that soon enough. And then we had gorgeous views of the Olympic Mountains, all the peaks over here. So after that we headed back down and we got ready to take the ferry out of Port Angeles. Right here the ferry dock is, and I'll show you some footage from the ferry dock and a little bit on board the ferry, and then also our arrival in Victoria on Vancouver Island where we spend the summers. So the ferry comes across here, across the Strait of Juan De Fuca, and then on to Vancouver Island, Victoria, BC, Canada. It's really pretty. It comes right into the inner harbor here and docks right downtown. So if you ever get a chance, you can actually put your RV over in Port Angeles and just day trip over here, and you're right in the heart of the city with all the tourist attractions right there. You also can get a bus to the famous Bouchard Gardens. Really cool. So anyway, I just want to thank everybody for watching, and special thanks to all my American friends. Thanks for all the hospitality. It's really appreciated. I had another awesome time down south. So here we are in Olympic National Park. This is Hurricane Ridge. Took a drive about 18 miles up to, we're at the 5,000 foot level. We just have a spectacular view. May 2nd, last day before we cross back into Canada. And we got ourselves a gorgeous sunny day with low wind. So we took a drive up here. Just jaw-dropping. Wow. Lots of snow still left on the mountains. Right?
Hey boys. Can I take your dog, sir?
Sure. What do you think of that, Angie? Snow. Haven't seen snow for a while. That's some pretty high snowfall. Wow. There we go. Last day trip of 2017-18 Snowbird Adventures. What a way to cap it off. Awesome. Tomorrow we hit the ferry back to the homeland, over to Vancouver Island for a great summer, we hope. Well, we've come down from the mountains all the way to the sea, lined up at the ferry terminal to head back to Vancouver Island here in Port Angeles. So to get our rig on the ferry, we're about 44 feet, and it was $219 American. So it's around, I think, 50 something plus anodyne, and I think it's like $5 a foot after that, something like that. And there it comes now, the Coho Ferry, Blackball Ferry Line. It's quite an old boat, but she's quite seaworthy. It'll get us back across the Juan De Fuca Strait. It takes about an hour and a half to get there. Nice little sailing. So we're just going to take the Beagle for a walk. They allow dogs on board, but I usually keep her in the truck while we're sailing. It's less hassle having her up there. So we'll take her for a good walk around. Oh, got some good sized props here. Whew. Coho small. So they have a nice little waterfront here. You can walk along, get a bite to eat in one of the restaurants. There she comes, there she comes. So you can see on the side of the boat, there's a big door there on each side, and you load from the back of the boat, and then you come out you take a turn when you come out on the other side. So here it's got a back into port. Cool old boat though. There we go. Nice docking. Already starting to unload. So they unload over there, and then just over that way, I don't want to film it too close or anything, but there's American Border Patrol and Customs there. So you got to go through and get your passport checked and stuff like that. And on the other side, same thing. You go through Customs when you enter Canada. It's kind of nice, so you get to do the ferry crossing and do the customs clearance all in one shot versus going over to the mainland to Vancouver Island. Then you gotta go through customs at the much busier border south of Seattle and then take a BC ferry. So we kind of like this route. Won't be long now. Just about an hour and a half and we'll be sailing away. Got a good day. Looks like we have a huge fog bank pouring in from the Pacific Ocean up the strait. Could be a foggy sailing over. Still sunny here. I hope that fog bank stays over there. Right on the border. I can just barely see Canada in the fog. Well, the fog has broken up and the skies are sunny. See the Olympic Mountains over there that we're up at just a little while ago? Goodbye, USA. Actually see, it's so clear I can see Mount Baker over in Washington State. And hello, Canada. Approaching Victoria, BC on the tip of Vancouver Island, southern tip of Vancouver Island. Home sweet home. Here we are entering Victoria Harbor. This is Ogden Point. It's like a big breakwater you can walk out on. And behind it is the cruise ship terminal. Sometimes there's 3 or 4 cruise ships in here.